What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to our channel here at Vagabond Builds. And today we're bringing you another comparison video between two cars. To my right is a 2023 Audi e-tron Quattro non-sportback, and we're going to be talking about that compared to the 2023 Audi e-tron Quattro Sportback. And we're going to be talking about the exteriors, the interiors, and some specs about both of these cars. But before we do, it is not a sponsored video, so if you guys do like our content, please like the video, subscribe to our channel because it really helps us out. We appreciate your guys' support here at Vagabond Builds. Also, a special shout out and a thank you to Nilo Audi here in Sacramento for providing us both of these beautiful cars for this review. We're also going to be dropping the MSRP sticker. Stay tuned with exact packages and price tags on both these cars so you guys don't have to leave your couches for all you couch potatoes, all right? And again, we have an email address. If you got something for us to film, email us and we could talk details later, everybody. Right before we start, I'm gonna mention one more thing. Nilo Audi of Sacramento is offering a $7,500 cash-in rebate on all EVs for Audis on their leases. So you're shopping for an EV, come down at Nilo Audi in Sacramento because they got guys that'll help you out. Now let's go ahead and talk Audi e-tron. So let's kick off this review of talking some specs about both these cars. Now, of course, they are e-tron, so they're fully electric, and they are powered both by 95 kilowatt batteries. They are all-wheel drive. They come standard all-wheel drive on these with one motor in the front and one motor in the back controlling that powertrain. Now, a little bit about the horsepower on these cars. 355 horsepower with 414 foot-pounds of torque. A little bit about the MPG, 78 city with a 79 highway and a 79 combined. You get about 226 miles to a full charge, and about the towing capacity, up to 4,000 pounds of towing capacity when fully equipped, everybody. Now, so let's talk e-tron and front ends. Shut these hoods. Slight differences on both these front ends, and why, you ask. S-line here on the passenger side is stamped, so you're going to have a sportier look on the white car, okay? You're gonna have a little bit of different cuts and angles on the front end here around the fog light area. Well, I say fog light because people are used to having fog lights here, compared to here on the non-S line. A little bit of different look around that bezel area. Bumper sensors, still the same. Headlight washers, the same. Headlights are the same. Grills, pretty much the same. Audi emblems, the same, everybody. So you're just getting a little bit of different in the cuts, all right? Take that into consideration from S-line to non-S-line. Now continuing over to the middle or the sides of the cars, one thing I love that Audi does is they paint those wheel well trims, the same color of the car. Why do I like it so much? Because it just makes it a whole lot more classier and elegant to the look. Dropping down, you have 20-inch bicolor e-tron wheels on that kind of gunmetal gray machine surface silver. Does come air ride suspension. They are running Continentals cross contacts, 255 50/20 tires for the people who actually want to know. Continuing forward, e-tron on the side stamped, letting you know. But one thing that's really cool that Audi does on their e-trons is they put two charging ports, one on each side, passenger side and driver side, and both of these cars have them. Very cool and awesome. Now, if these caps are both open and I went to go open the other sides, I'd have to double click that button just to get this one closed, and then you double click it and it opens the cap on the other side. Continuing forward with the side mirrors, they are the automatic foldable side mirrors with blind spot assist, integrated lighting with the cameras right here integrated under those side mirrors. Keyless fob entries on both cars. One thing I want you guys to notice is that Audi puts a different kind of handle on different modeled cars or different trim. Is this one comes straight out to you, and it's a soft assist open, to where if you go ahead and watch our other videos with regards to like the Q5 models, they literally, the handles come up towards the sky, and then they drop down when they close. Right under the handles, you get your black gloss trim. Now, of course, you can't really see it on the black paint, but on the white, you get more of a look on the bezels or the inlays with that rocker panel dropping down all the way to that, giving it like an extended look on that rocker panel area. Let me know how you guys like that. I'm a fan of that. Continuing forward, this is where you're going to see the main difference, everybody, is the rear end. One's a Sportback model on the S-Line and one is non-Sportback. What does that mean? You get less space on the interior side, but you get more of an aggressive, sporty look on the exterior side. Compared to the non-Sportback, you get more space on the inside, but it's more of kind of like a grocery getter look, a little bit more boring than the Sportback. Sportback, you get that beautiful lip on top of that trunk tailgate, and the S-Line bumper covers on the back are different. They are going to be looking a little bit more sporty on the S-Line. Take that into consideration with that metallic silver down there, that kind of matte silver. And this is different here on this trim, lower bumper cover. Bumper sensors integrated into both with your reflectors, and pretty much the same from there. All right, on the top, roof rails, no roof rails. All right, pay attention to that also. Now let's go ahead and show you guys some interior for that trunk space. Yep, there goes the button. Fishing around for that button. And let's pop both of these open. So pretty much straight to the point. The inside, or the bells and whistles that you get on the inside, are pretty much the same with the LED lighting. You can drop that 40, 20, 40 back bench. Let's go ahead and do that. Very convenient from here. All right, and maybe you don't want to drop the right and the left 40, 40, but you want to drop that middle 20, you can do that also if you have 4 passengers and you're headed up to the mountain. Over to the Sportback. Remember, you're going to lose space up top, okay? So you're cutting out of your cubic feet for the space. But the difference is that you're also not going to have the levers to drop those seats down from the back trunk space. So you're either going to be reaching over to push those buttons here, right and left, to drop that back bench. You also have covers on this, okay? You can have a cover on the non-Sportback, but it's going to look a little bit different, to where this cover kind of combines with this cover and it covers your trunk space for people who want to look in the back of your trunk space. Let's go ahead and shut that door. Now, before I shut this door, come on over and take a look. Here goes your more personal pocket room and some tire situations. So Audi's taking care of you when or if you get a flat tire or something goes wrong. Thank you, Audi, for providing us safety and stability with your cars. Now let's go ahead and talk interior on both of these cars. So now coming to the interior side of the 2023 Audi e-tron Quattro S-Line. Now before we even come into the car, I want to point you guys to something that we'll see different from non-S-Line over to S-Line, and that is that S-Line illuminated door sill plate, or that kick plate right there on the door. Very beautiful. But the non-S-Line still has the door sill plate, and they are illuminated. They just don't have the S. Of course, let's go ahead and jump inside the car. And just breathe Audi e-tron, and just the class, the colors, the angles, the curves on their e-trons. I'm loving it. 3 digital screens from your cluster to your infotainment screen to your temperature. Let's go ahead and start the car for that. All right, car is on now. Beautiful look. You have the quad control climate. From S-Line to non-S-Line, you're gonna see a difference on the steering wheel. Okay, so we're in the S-Line right now, and you have kind of that tri-steering, I would say. But on the non-S-Line, we're gonna show you guys that later on in the video. But look at the driver cockpit cluster, and it is fully digital. You can change the view and make those tachometers a little bit bigger or smaller, and you can control your info card there in the middle with your controls right here on your steering wheel. All right, right behind that, you got your paddle shifting. If you feel like you want to drive fast, use those paddle shifters. Control units for your windshield wipers and your signal lighting, and right under that is your adaptive cruise control on the electric steering column. These are electric steering columns, okay, and they do adjust when you open and door and you sit inside and start the car and all that good stuff. On the left-hand side, you have your touch-sensitive buttons for your lighting, okay? You can turn on and off that light, and it literally, you just rub your hand over that little module there, that little control unit, and it literally pops up the light, and you go ahead and press that button, and it turns on and off. So we no longer have the wheels, and you got your all-weather lights that you can turn on and turn off. To the door panel, take a look at the cuts, the angles, very nice, sporty, yet EV feel, and also kind of futuristic in the Audi. Control unit for your windows, your child lock. You can control those child locks automatically for the back 2 doors here. For your control unit for your side mirrors, you have heated blind spot assist and your sensors on the side mirrors for things like parking sensors and crash warnings and all that good stuff, okay? Wooden trim inlays, they are going to be looking a little bit different from this interior over to the non-S-Line interior. Now, can't really say if it's regards to the S-Line. It shouldn't be. It's just more of the color of the interior and what Audi puts together. This is called a pearl beige for anybody who wants to know on the interior color. Perforated leather. Seats look the same from S-Line over to non-S-Line. All right, and they do have lumbar support, and they are both electrical controls. Now, let's go over to the infotainment screen, everybody. Weather, go ahead. I'm going to show you guys a little bit. Go to navigation. Like to show everybody how the screen looks in navigation. All right, and let's go home. We could go to vehicle and show you guys a little bit about the charging, the Audi Drive Select system. You can go through different drive modes, efficiency, comfort, auto, dynamic, and you can set to individual, however you please. Okay, air conditioning, seats, you can control all that right here, all right? Continuing forward, you got your climate controls, touch sensitive hill decline assist button. Go ahead and open that, and it brings to you the controls for your vents and your seats and all that good stuff. You have your garage door opener, and you can turn that screen off by this button, all right? Let's go ahead and charge and show you guys, turn it on, and the charging, letting you know daily use, long distance, and all that good stuff. Remember, I told you guys it's about 226 to a full charge. And continuing forward, you got your parking button, parking camera button for what's going on around the car, and of course the parking sensitivity that you get with this button. Check that out, basic, maximum, individual, and if you do put it on maximum, those lights light up there on the side. Just like that, have kind of a soft yellow look, all right? Now, one thing that's really cool about these e-trons is look at the shift, okay? Now, I'm in drive now. Let's go ahead and put it in reverse, and all you gotta do is push that back, and I love the fact that Audi puts the parking button on the left-hand side, but on multiple of their models, they just put it in such a convenient spot where you don't have to reach for anything or shift. It is very nice, sleek look, kind of hidden, all right? Giving it more of a simple, minimalist look. And your parking brake button here, again, that is super convenient. Black gloss with that kind of matte or metallic silver look. Loving the look, how they bring that black gloss with that pearl beige. Cup holders, where are my cup holders? Oh goodness, look, you can pull the cup holders and drop them down, all right? For that, wireless charging pad, 12-volt outlet, and USB-C plugins for passenger and driver side. And goodness, what a big little cubby room for all your personal belongings. Goodness, you can fit a person here. Psych. But of course, for chapstick and things of that sort, like change and all that good stuff. Up top, full glass that goes over to the back side. Second row seating, that visor does come forward. All right. We're gonna stop that and open that tilt and slide option sunroof. Very cool feel to the sunroof, very nice and big. And goodness, one thing I got to mention to you guys is I've owned Audi, multiple Audi cars, is that the airflow, the premium airflow, that when you open up that sunroof, it just gives you such a beautiful feel. It ain't ruining your hair. Touch sensitive lighting, LED in the front, but no touch sensitive in the back on both cars. Now let's go ahead and talk second row seating. So now sitting on the second row of the Audi e-tron Sportback, and why I mentioned the Sportback on the second row is because you get that cut and that angled down rear end that takes away a little bit from your head clearance here. So if you lean your head all the way back towards the headrest, and if you're tall like me, I'm about 6 feet 2 inches, that my head will touch the ceiling, even though that there's these indentations, okay? So you're not typically resting your head there. But take that into consideration that you get more of that kind of drop down in that rear end. On the back, leather looks the same coming in over from the front. Perforated leather, very comfortable seats. They are soft on your tush, okay? So long distance check, that is good. Quad climate control, like I mentioned, heated seats in the back. All right, this is Premium Plus package, everybody. One thing I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video, that they are Premium Plus packages, so you will see slight differences from Premium to Premium Plus to Prestige package, okay? So Prestige being the highest, all right? USB-C plugins, 12-volt outlets, some pocket room, and non-touch sensitive rear lighting. No sun visors. Prestige gets the sun visors, Premium Plus, no sun visors. Your airflow vents and your O shiznit handles here and there. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and show you guys a quick glimpse of the non-Sportback interior. So now on the interior side of non-Sportback, remember guys, main differences is the steering wheel. Okay, this is kind of a quad, but compared to the tri or the 3-spoke steering. All right, and the door sill plate does not have the S on it. Color of the inlays are different with the black leather, so giving you guys a different look on the colors. Same look on the screens, all digital, cluster same, infotainment screen, and temperature controls screen, all the same with cup holders and plugins and all of that good stuff. Now let's go ahead and show you guys a quick glimpse of the second row seating and how that back end looks on the interior side. So now on the back side of the non-Sportback, and the main difference is, everybody, like I'm told you, I'm about 6 feet 2 inches. So if I go ahead and rest my head back, I have complete clearance here in the back, and you don't get that cut down. So more clearance on the ceiling distance, right? From the floor in the back over to the top of the ceiling, you get a whole lot more clearance. But everything else is literally the same because this is a Premium Plus trim also. So from quad climate controls to heated seats, USB-C plugins, 12 volt, pocket room on your seats, and of course, same lighting and all that good stuff, everybody. So pretty much the same. So now thank you so much for watching our channel here at Vagabond Builds. And as promised, we're gonna be dropping those MSRP stickers of the exact packages and trims of what these cars come with and the price tag. So here's the non-Sportback MSRP sticker and the price tag to it. And here is the Sportback Audi e-tron MSRP sticker with the price tag. So you guys could go ahead and take a look at that. We appreciate your guys' time and support here at our channel, Vagabond Builds. Keep watching. We got more things coming.